On Saturday, May 16th, Brooklyn will come alive with live acoustic performances from some of Grenada's top local acts, setting the stage for an evening that celebrates culture, cuisine, and community. Set in an atmosphere of refined elegance, guests will enjoy a curated Caribbean culinary experience. The evening will also feature a special keynote address by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. This premier fundraising affair promises an unforgettable experience where flavor, music, and purpose come together for a truly meaningful evening. Tickets are available now on GoToFate and Eventbrite. Secure yours early and be part of an extraordinary night. Spice Indulgence, an evening of heritage, connection, and impact.
Yeah, la 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 la. What boy? Yeah, what boy? What boy? The sun is hot, the breeze is slow. I need a ride. Where do I go? Ride go, yeah. That's the name. Island roads will never feel the same. Tap the app, just one click. Hopping fast, it's real quick. Ride go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go. The good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know. Ride go. Where do you wanna go? To the beach, to the street, let the island flow. Ride go. Let the good vibe show, fastest growing ride. Everybody know.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah. Ride along live. Welcome to the ride. Welcome to Tuesday on the ride. Yeah. Nice. As you come in, go ahead and share up the thing, share up the live, share it up, tag someone. It's Tuesday, so it's all about what's pissing you off, what's stuck in your craw, getting you upset. I will combine that with some information because, of course, my sister, my immigration sister, the best in the business, Diane Winter Funde, is here with us. Let me tell you, Diane Winter Funde, let me tell you, she has to be the most committed person in this business. So let me tell you guys what happened earlier. Because I usually on Tuesday, we start a program at 7, but I incorrectly gave her the wrong time. Diane Winter Funde sat there for an hour. She made the time. I'm telling you, that's commitment. Yes. A lot of information, guys. A lot of information that we want to share with you. Good evening, Frances Felix. How you doing? Good night. Yes. Nice. Good night, riders. Share the program, guys. Everybody share the program because it's important. We're talking about immigrants, and we're talking about visas. We're talking about permanent residency. We're talking about naturalization. We're talking about deportation. We're talking about asylum. We're talking about all of that today. And oftentimes what happened is that you guys miss this program because some of us say, you don't bacchanal enough for all you, right? You don't bacchanal enough for all you. So you miss this program, and when all you get in a jam, who all did us call? Me. And say, I need to talk to your attorney right away. Then you have an emergency. So pretend that there is a burning building right now that you have to take care of. Forget everything else that's happening. Somebody calling you on WhatsApp, telling you to call them back because it is important. So regardless if you have your green card, regardless if you have your citizenship, regardless if you have an asylum claim, you're processing, you're already processed, you ain't processed yet, you're undocumented. This is a program tonight, all right? Maria, how you doing? All right, so first let me start, guys. What's pissing me off today? Let me tell you. I have to say that I love my viewers. I commit my time for the past 13 years or so to be here, or sunshine or rain. right? Sometimes stuff come up and I can't make it. I always come in and apologize for not being here. So I'm committed. I'm very committed to this platform. I'm very committed to the viewership. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to even watch this program because it was always a dream of mine to have a platform where I could help people, where I could be a voice for people who don't have the voice. And it took about 6 years just building the platform from scratch before we could even, before anybody could recognize us. We were just there on the grind for 6 years. So when I say I respect the audience, I respect you guys. But listen to me. Every program on the platform that we do, it would not cater to you specifically. When I say you specifically, to you, that person, that one viewer specifically. Like some people say, they would like to see more of X, Y, or Z, or they would not like to see a particular person on the platform. But keep in mind that you are not the only viewer of the platform. The platform has millions of viewers, right? The platform has millions of viewers. So because you don't want to see a particular thing, or you don't want to hear a particular story or a particular individual, that doesn't mean that we should not entertain or even bring on the discussion, because it's not all about you. Yes, we touch on a lot of topics that is a lot of other platforms don't touch, yeah, pretty much. Because we're bold, right? And we take the risk. So every program may not cater for your liking. It might be programs that you might be like, what, boy, let me tell you something. That show today is not for me. I'll pass. And that's fine. That's fine. Every program is not, we're not programming for one individual. You may like it, you may not like it, right? I say this to say because of the program that we had yesterday. And this is not the first time I'm hearing this. I remember doing an interview on the platform at one point in time, and it was about a young lady who was a transgender. So it born a man and he changed his sex. He's now a female, right? Did all the operation and stuff like that. And you won't even believe the amount of hatred and anger and all sorts of things people threw at me, because they want to know, why am I talking to this individual for? Why not? Is a person, is someone that have a story to tell. And if we say everyone have a story to tell, why would I ignore someone with a story? And the funny thing about some of all you, not all of all you, some of all you, the funny thing about some of all you does say, you know what, why Junior bringing on this? Why is he talking about this? I ain't going to be a part of this. I am not going to be watching. And you know who the first to pull up as soon as the program? That has been the biggest, most viewed program. So is that all you'll be lying to all yourself? Right? Because the thing all you say, all you don't like is actually what you like the most. So yes, we're going to continue to push the envelope. We might air program, we might bring on guests that you may not like, that you may not support, that you may not even want to entertain. But keep in mind, the platform is bigger than you. Heck, the platform is bigger than me. The platform is bigger than me. If something happened to me today, the platform would still continue to go forward. So keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Keep that in mind. It is not about you. It is not solely about you. If it was about you, like yesterday, someone messaged me. They say, XYZ is someone that you should never bring on your program, but you must bring on this, you must bring on this, you must bring on this. So essentially, what this individual is asking me to do is to create a list of programs that he wants to see, and only he wants to see. Because tomorrow, if I do that, I guarantee you that there'll be somebody else that meeting me on the street, Melville Street, and telling me, why am I bringing on this? I don't want to see that. So think about the chaos that goes on in my daily experience when everybody telling me, I don't want to see this, I don't want to see that. Who do I program to? If I go to listen to everybody that don't want to see something or everybody that want to be something, this platform will be total chaos, craziness, and it would not have survived 13 years being the most consistent, the most popular platform, not only in Grenada, but throughout the Caribbean. We withstand the test of time. Yes, we listen. When we make mistakes, we correct it, and I come on and I apologize if I make a mistake. But don't believe for a moment that we will cater this platform, this programming from Monday to Friday for one person. It would be different. It would vary. It would change. All right. So this is what pisses me off because I read your comments. I saw the comments. I saw it. And I wanted to respond in a comment today, but I held back and I'm like, I'm not going to respond. I even wrote the response. I was like, you know what? It don't make a sense I respond to that because that's going to be taken out of context and they're not going to understand it and it's going to just be a back and forth. I have time for that. I don't have time for that. So I didn't respond. But I'm telling you guys now again, not every program is for everybody, especially on Ride Along Live. All right? Keep that in mind. Some people like Bacchanal, some people like immigration, some people don't like it. Some people are different. So this is what's pissing me off. Just ease off a bit. I think we have this thing to a T. Give me at least some credit. Give me at least some credit for maintaining this platform consistently growing for the past 13 years or so and 35 years in media. Give me a little bit of credit. We know what we're doing. We kind of know what we're doing here. All right? All right. That's what's stuck in my craw. I had to get that out. I had to get that out. Sitting on the wing. Sitting in the wing here is my sister. I'm telling you.
Jay, who over there trouble you? Tell me.
No, let me tell you.
Who over there troubling you?
Nobody in particular, but I just had to say this some fun day because you see the thing about it is everyone, although I appreciate, as I said, I appreciate everyone, but it's chaos because everybody wants to see something specific, right? And although I want to give everybody a piece of something, I cannot program for one person, right? And they've been on me for the day, you know what I mean? Because we had a program last night and a particular person who I thought it was good to have a conversation because we could clarify, right? And I love debates. You know? We had over 1,000 people watching. I mean,
oh wow,
people watch, and then the Facebook post started like nonstop. So I'm saying I understand and I appreciate, but just give me credit for doing this for so long and be able to stay consistent, right? So.
Woosa.
Good.
I think with our lives, when we do content creation, like somebody like yourself, sometimes people feel like now they can get to dictate a little bit. Oh, I want to see this. I want to hear this. I want to hear that. You tend to see that somewhat.
Yeah, but I think if not anything else, we listen to our audience because we love our audience. We love
absolutely.
Absolutely. If we didn't, Funde, I mean, we wouldn't commit. As I was telling them, you wouldn't commit your time. I gave you an incorrect time. You sat there, you wait, you did your thing, and you came back here. And I'm talking about somebody who charged a lot of money per hour in consultation. You know, I mean,
I just continued talking to people on TikTok. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that is lovely. I really appreciate that.
No problem.
I really appreciate that.
I think loyalty and support, you've taught me that too about, I said, Jay, I need your help. You're like, I'm coming through. I'm like, okay. So when you say to me, sit here for 6, I'm home.
Right.
And all I got to do is sit home for 50. My office is 2 seconds from my bedroom door.
Love it.
I leave the office and I walk into my bedroom. I walk home Within 2
Nice.
seconds, I'm home. So it's no big deal at all. At all.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, Fonda, let's get into what's happening here. Lord have His
Absolutely.
mercy. Like the world is on top, it tipped over, turned over. What is going on?
John Cross said the world don't level, and it don't level. It is not level with it's upside down.
It's upside down.
It's upside down.
So
Upside
we're
down.
now in a full-fledged war. For those of you who've been like hiding under a rock, the US and Israel bombed Iran.
Iran.
And this thing, I don't know if it was carefully thought out. I don't know if they really processed this whole thing. But Iran then started to just bomb every ally of the
Everywhere.
United States in the region.
Yes.
Everybody started to get
Dubai.
Dubai,
Dubai, the UAE. One of
UAE,
the
lot of
most calmest, non-provoking countries.
Let me tell you. We took people to Dubai. I had a touch Dubai. I brought about 15 people to Dubai.
Peaceful.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
So Dubai got bombed, the airport got bombed, all over the region, military base got bombed. And I had to call you because I know your son is
He's in South Korea.
in South Korea. So I was like, okay, I know he's not in that region. But nonetheless, your son is a captain.
Captain in the army, US
In
Army.
the army, doing well, and we salute him. So everything is upside down. Then
down.
the Strait of Hormuz, oh my God, gas prices is due to go up in Grenada from $13.83 to $15 tomorrow, tonight.
Yes.
Everything is upside
Fill
down.
up the tank. Fill up everything.
That's what I'm about to go and do. I saw I
Pull
can't do
everything
every
up. Pull
TikTok and
everything
every-
up. And it's gonna get worse. It's going to get worse. You see what's happening in Cuba? Cuba has a full blockout. No petrol, no nothing.
Yes.
It's going to get worse. It's just been a lot. Like, I don't know where to stick the pin or what to talk about. Because it's just been so much. I feel like we have this mad leader at the head of everything, and there's no checks and balances. There's nobody stopping him. He's just doing whatever he wants.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I'm getting. Like, he's just doing whatever the heck he wants.
Yeah. And I was saying, like, I am not a military guy. I am not this, I don't have all this data analysts like those guys have, all that FBI, CIA. They have a lot of intelligence. But I would think, right, if something like that were to happen and Iran were to be cornered, they would use the last resort. Like, Iran is not like Venezuela. And not like Iran has a whole they have levels.
They have WMD. What do we call them? Weapons of mass destruction.
They have levels. Lord of mercy.
Iran has a lot. They
And
have
this
a lot.
thing was done. Yes, they went ahead and they killed a whole bunch of the that was the
leader.
the leader and leaders and leaders.
But his son took over. Like, they killed him, and his son just stepped right in.
But that did not stop them, right?
No, sir.
They got stronger. They bombed Israel and they continue to bomb Israel. They have bombs that they've sent into Israel that breaking up into 80 pieces and just chaos all over the place. So what I'm
Chaotic.
all this madness and craziness and gas price and just total madness, how is this affecting immigration?
Here's the thing. To me, it's crazy because when the president came in, his full attention was on the borders, right? He's coming in and he's going to close the borders. And he gave a number. They said there were over 13 million undocumented individuals in the United States. And he was going to go after those undocumented with the crimes. And then all of a sudden, he just started going after everybody who didn't have a green card. Everybody got caught up in his mess. Everybody. And then I'm like, did he shift focus, or he got bored with immigration? Then he switched to a war.
Oh.
So it's kind of like, what's happening?
Epstein.
There's so much havoc.
Sorry.
There's so much havoc being wrecked on immigrants. Like, you have people that are families, entire families that are detained, entire families that are sitting in detention, right? Here in Florida, we have the farms. We have a lot of farms here. There's nobody to work in these farms. There's absolutely nobody to work in these farms.
Wow.
So that's going to be, yes. And you're seeing it now. Like, before you could find people to do, different tasks and different things for you. Not anymore. Not anymore. So it's absolute chaos. Immigration is chaotic. I mean, when you go to court, you're getting a date, your next court date is 2030. So you're just living in limbo for the next 3-4 years, waiting to be called up into court.
What about asylum? How is asylum?
There's a pause on asylum, and most little to no asylum cases are being approved. It's almost like they've closed the door on that humanitarian effort. So it doesn't matter how great your claim is. It doesn't matter how great your claim is. It's almost like the door is closed for people seeking asylum. They made it almost next to impossible. First of all, there's a pause. So they'll interview you, but they're not processing your application. They're not granting your claim because according to the president, there's a lot of fraudulent asylum claims. So he has tasked the Department of Homeland Security with going through and kind of shuffling out and finding out what's going on with some of these claims. So asylum is kind of like, it's one of those things that is dying by the wayside.
So what if your asylum claim was in the process? Things are moving in the direction. What position are you in now?
They will continue to interview you. You'll be interviewed.
Right.
And then you're just going to wait in limbo. Remember, when you're granted asylum, you have to wait 1 year to apply for your green card. If you're approved, you
Right.
sit and wait for a year to apply for your green cards. So for those people who are at their 1 year mark where they can apply for their green card, they are in limbo. They're just waiting until the pause on asylum is lifted. Why? The president says, go investigate all these claims to make sure they were not fraudulent.
So what is their status if they are in that process?
Limbo. They're just in
Limbo,
limbo.
new
They're
process.
in purgatory. It's purgatory. They're halfway between heaven and hell.
Wow.
They're halfway between heaven and hell.
So if, say for instance, they were pulled over, right, and by ICE, and ICE asked them for their status, like what do they provide, and could ICE bring them in, or could ICE lock them up for not having a document? What
So
happens?
it's not a matter if ICE could, ICE is detaining them. If you look at what the United States is doing, they're buying up all these warehouses and they're detaining all of the individuals that are undocumented. So if ICE pulls you over and you're undocumented, for example, you don't have a proper green card, and or you're not a US citizen and you're here undocumented, and say you filed an asylum claim and you had a receipt notice, they will still detain you. They are still detaining you. Even though you filled out your application, you're just waiting to be processed, ICE is detaining you and they're putting you in front of a judge and they're fast tracking your deportation. Unless, of course, you can say, can I get a bond? But if you're just waiting, you applied for asylum, that is not safety anymore. You will be detained. If they pull you over for a broken tail light, they pull you over for maybe a bad driver's license, they pull you over for, oh, let me tell you this. One young lady's mother was pulled over for driving under the speed limit.
Under the speed limit.
Under, not over. Under the speed limit. That was one of my consults today. Pulled over for driving under the speed limit. Mom has been here for quite a number of years. She's detained by ICE.
What?
You are being detained. You are being detained. They're not just leaving you now to just walk by yourself or go by yourself. You will be detained.
But what about the time? What about you having that right in terms of due process?
You will get your due process in front of an immigration judge while you're detained.
Right.
Unless we can find maybe if you're eligible for a bond. But you will have your right. You will have your right to go in front of a judge and make your case then, for lack of a better word.
Okay.
But
And
now
what,
you're detained.
and what are we seeing? Are we seeing the judge hearing out the cases? Is the judge being partial, or the judge just moving forward and pushing people out?
They're a part of it. I had court in Miami this morning and the judge asked, how many people want voluntary departure, meaning just send me home? That's how she started court.
Really?
That's how many people are here. If you're here for voluntary departure, I'll hear your case first. They're so overwhelmed, Junior. They're overwhelmed. The courts are absolutely overwhelmed.
So let's talk about that voluntary departure, right? Guys, I'll put a number on the screen. So if you want to call, you could call in. The number again, 718-701-5720. Voluntary departure, self-deportation. How does that work?
It's so, for example, Junior, you've been here in the United States for the last 10, 15 years, but you didn't sort yourself.
Right.
You might have applied for asylum. It didn't come through yet. You may have applied for maybe a little marriage-based green card, but it didn't come through. And you're driving, broken taillight, and ICE picks you up. They detain you because you have something going on, but you're detained. What they will do is the first thing they will offer you is something called voluntary departure, meaning I'm not going to deport you.
Right.
I'm not going to deport you. In exchange for your promise to leave the United States within 30 days, you buy your own airline ticket and you leave. So you don't get an order of removal. You're not deported. You're just voluntarily leaving the United States. That's voluntary departure.
Yeah.
Let me say to individuals, you have some individuals that just say, I'm just going to leave by myself. That's not voluntary departure. You need the judge to say to you, I am granting you voluntary departure. What does that mean? You're not barred from the United States for the next 10 years. You are not barred. No, if the judge orders you deported, if I hear your friend say, I got deported,
Yes.
more than likely you're barred for 10 years. If you take voluntary departure, you're not barred. But let me tell you something. No embassy on planet Earth is giving you another visa to come back to the United States.
Yeah, because
it's not happening.
But in that case, did you not overstay?
Yes.
Right. So your green card, your visa is
Mash up, gone.
Yeah.
Done. And no embassy is going to give you another. They're not going to give you another one. They're not giving you another one. But a lot of people, Jay, they don't want to be locked up in those detention centers. The conditions are horrible. It's not Club Med. It's not Club Med. So some people rather say, send me home. I don't want to be here.
Right.
Send me home. A lot of people will say, send me home.
What about the people who say, you know what, I can't go home. Whatever you do, don't send me home. Send me someplace else. Are we seeing more of that?
Yes. And the judge will give you 2 other countries. So they call them safe third countries. The United States has entered into agreement with some of these countries. So the judge will, if you say, I cannot go back to Grenada at all, because if I go back to Grenada, this is what's going to happen to me. They will designate Grenada as your home country because that's your passport. Or you could go to one of the countries that the United States have a relationship with.
Right.
The United States have relationship with some, what they call safe third countries. You could pick one of those and be on your way. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go back to your home, but you got to get out of here.
Right. And you just now, are we seeing more of that from green card, and are we seeing any deportation and denaturalization from U.S. citizens?
I have not been seeing any of the denaturalization cases. I haven't seen one yet. The only place I've seen it is in the news, where we have the former mayor of Miami. I don't know if you're following his story. I'm following his story. Former mayor of Tamarack or Miami, somewhere out there. He's Haitian. And they have begun denaturalization proceedings against him because, according to them, he used a fake name to enter the United States. He was ordered removed. He came back in a different name, and then he obtained naturalization. I know his spouse is now detained by ICE, and they're beginning denaturalization proceedings against him. I have not personally seen, or we're not personally working with anyone that has been naturalized. What we do have is a lot of green card holders being detained for crimes, credit card fraud, gun, possession of firearms. So we see a lot of green card holders being detained. They were on parole. They've served their crime. They've moved on with their lives. They're now being detained. We're seeing a lot of that.
But isn't that double jeopardy? Jeopardy if you went through the process already and then now you're being
No, because remember, criminal and immigration are two
oh,
different
right,
things. Remember,
right.
Jay, you commit your crime, okay, you're good, you serve your time, great. Next, you have to pay the piper, which is immigration. So you could go to jail for 10 years on a crime and you're like, oh, I'm getting ready to be released. ICE is waiting for you. ICE is right there waiting for you. So now you have to go into immigration and begin fighting your case or take voluntary departure or something like that if you're eligible.
Right. You know, the last time we spoke as well, we heard the the ICE coming at you and they have the information for your deportation, right? And they may knock on your door and they say, okay, well, we have that information. We have what is the name of the document?
The judicial warrant, if they have a judicial warrant.
Right. Right. But some of these warrants are not judicial warrants.
No, they're not.
They're signed by the
ICE. They're signing their own stuff.
But how is that legal?
It's not legal. But all right, so they come to you and they get you and they detain you. No judge is gonna let you up because ICE messed up. And that is why we say if ICE knocks, just don't answer. Don't answer. Call your attorney. Tell him to push the warrant under your door. Then you call your attorney, take the picture of that warrant, send it to your attorney, and then we can say, don't open the door. That's not a judicial warrant.
Exactly, precisely my point. No, it could be contested because it's not a judicial warrant.
But you can't contest it after they detain you, because if they detain you, they're not letting you out.
Oh.
They're not. This is not, remember, you're thinking more Fourth Amendment and
Yes.
you're a U.S. citizen.
Yes.
So undocumented individuals, yes, that they're protected by the Constitution, but it's not full like how you would be protected. I would say, you know what, officer, that's an unlawful search and seizure. Release Mr. George.
Right.
They're not releasing no immigrant because they messed up.
Wow. Okay. Let's jump on the phone. I'm gonna call on the line. Caller, you're live. Where are you calling us from?
I am calling from New York.
New York, go right ahead.
Funding.
Yes.
I want to ask the lawyer a question. If a child is here, at the like they will say 8-9 years, come to America, and the parents became citizen. Now the child is an adult. When the time comes, I think they say it's 8 years. When the time comes, does the child have to go back to the country when they get called? Go back and before they come back?
All right. Let me see if you have any other question for you.
Yeah, ask her, how did the child enter the United States?
How did the child enter the United States?
Legally, by a visa.
Legally. They came in inspected.
All right.
Okay.
So if the person
and the parents became citizen, and the parents live here and became citizen.
Okay. All right. So listen how responds.
For the child.
Listen how responds on the live. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
And I'll just repeat real quickly. So the caller says the child is 8 or 9 years old. They came here legally.
Yes.
Mom and dad are now citizens.
Yes.
Does the child have to go back? And the answer is no. If mom and dad are United States citizens and the child is 8 or 9, it means the child has not accrued what we call unlawful presence. Unlawful presence begins at about age 18. So right now the government is saying, you know what, this little child is innocent. You didn't accrue no unlawful. You might have overstayed, but you're a child. So the child does not have to go back home to be processed. The child can do what we call junior adjustment of status because they're 8 years old. Mom is a citizen, dad is one or both. It doesn't have to be both. Any of the parents that's a citizen would file an adjustment of status application for child. Okay. Child does not have to go back home.
I think the caller is back again. Caller, hello?
No, Junior, the child is now an adult.
Oh, the child is an adult. Oh, how old is it?
Yeah.
How old is the child? Oh, well, the big man or the big woman now?
28, yes. Mm-hmm. Like 27, 28 years now.
They have to go back home. That's an adult.
They have to go back home. Yeah, they say that they have to go back because they're no longer a child.
That's not a child anymore.
So whenever they get called, they have to go back home before they enter back.
And they need a waiver
Yeah.
That caller should be booking a chat with us because that's
Yeah.
not a child anymore. That's
Right.
an adult. I thought she said he was 8 or 9.
No,
So
no.
that's an
Okay.
adult. 28 years old is an adult. They will have to go home to be processed using a waiver.
Oh, so I guess she wanted to say that he came as a child, but he's no longer a child.
Oh,
Okay, so he's a big grown man now.
28
28.
now.
Yeah, yeah. 718-701-5720 is our number. You could call in on the WhatsApp, or you could call on the direct phone line to ask your question, guys. This is your opportunity, and we have a dead stop in 20 minutes. So if you want to get your question answered, you call in right now, 718-701-5720. So the denaturalization process, you say you're not seeing a lot of those.
Not yet.
What I didn't see within the past within that year, I did not see any House of Representatives and Congress pass any immigration law. What I saw was the president sign a lot of executive orders, right?
Yes.
So no immigration law was passed. The president signed this is executive order, which means, as I understood it, those laws was already in place. It was just now being enforced.
Yes. We have what we call the Immigration and Nationality Act. It's extensive, Junior. It is extensive. So a lot of what we are seeing through this current administration is just enforcement.
Enforcement.
Under the laws, you cannot enter the United States without inspection, admission, or parole. That's not new. That's not something that the president came up with. That is not new. All right. So when somebody says, okay, there's no law, new law, there's none. There's none. Nothing new has been passed. He's just enforcing the law. You can't come across the border. For marriage-based green cards, we need to see a lot more evidence to prove that it's real. We're just in an era of enforcement.
Right. So to be perfectly clear, there are no new immigration laws, but the executive order enforces the existing law. It's already there. It has been there. Right. So the process of denaturalization, the process has already been there.
It's been there. It's been there. Initially, we would have maybe 5 or so denaturalization cases per year. Now, the president is saying he wants 100 denaturalization cases referred per month.
Oh.
Per month. He wants them. Because remember, somebody has to bring up and not only that, he lowered the filing fee. Remember that the application for denaturalization was like, I think a little bit over 2,000, it's like 400. So he lowered the fee for that, for them to refer these denaturalization cases, 100 to be referred per month.
Yeah. Someone giving me some heads up there, Junior. Don't let them men and them grenade influence you to drink.
We need you around.
Easy, brother. I am not. I'm not.
So you got your water.
Yeah, I drink water, soda. I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm now. I don't drink at all anymore.
Yeah, you told me, and congratulations on that. Yeah.
September will be 3 years.
Oh wow, that's great. That is excellent.
I know you're a pro at it, but I'm a rookie.
Yeah.
I don't know how y'all do it, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I never got into it.
I got into it.
718-701-5720 is our number, guys. We're taking your call here live. Now, we heard that there were a block, or there was some sort of, that was a few months ago, some sort of block on, what was it? Was it permanent? No, what was the block? What was the last block we spoke about?
We had the 75 country ban.
75 countries. Yes. What's the pause? What's the status on that?
Still paused.
It's still paused.
Still paused. Yeah, the 75 country pause we experienced, what was it? About a month or two ago, that's still in effect. Those 75 countries. And remember, these were outside the consulate, not inside of the US, but of the consulates. So the 75 country pause is still going on. Nothing has changed. We're still waiting. We're still waiting. So if you had petitioned for your mom, you petitioned for your wife, and they're outside of the country, they are in limbo. We had people that were ready to come, they can't come. We're still waiting.
Right, right. And again, that does not affect if you were filing for or trying to get your visa, your travel.
No,
Right.
just your green cards.
Just
So
green
those that wanted your H-2Bs, you're coming to work, your little B1, your tourist visa. Oh, Junior, you know what we're seeing? A lot of revocation of visas. We're seeing a lot of people getting their visas canceled, even from Grenada. I've had calls from Grenada as well. People are getting their visas revoked. People that have had their visas for very, very long time, they're trying to come back into the country. They're just saying, hey, your visa is canceled.
Wow.
We're seeing that.
And is it for any specific reason?
They're not giving reasons. So far, they're just saying, hey, your visa is revoked. You can't travel. The last caller I got, they told them to get in touch with JetBlue because they bought their ticket. They were getting ready to come on JetBlue. They got to the airport. They were told their visa was revoked and that JetBlue got an email. I'm like, why would JetBlue get an email? Tell me the email.
Yeah, yeah. Wow. Marriage-based immigration and fraud. Now, I'm hearing that the process is a lot more difficult, and the surveillance, they want to know everything.
Yep. So these are the notes from my marriage-based green card this morning. I had one out of Atlanta where they separated the couple. I was just telling TikTok the questions they were asking. When did you move in together? How many people have you petitioned for? When did you move to Atlanta? Why did you move? What is your job? What is his job? When was your last trip? What's your husband's full legal name?
Oh.
Do we all know our spouse's full legal names? When did your husband come into the country? Where did he propose at?
Oh.
Where did he propose? Oh, I could go on. This is just one interview from this morning.
Wow.
I'm still old school, you know, I still take notes.
Yeah.
This is from a marriage-based interview this morning in Atlanta, Georgia. And they separated the couple. So they walk in, they took the husband first. The wife stayed in the hall. Then they asked the husband for over an hour. They had the husband in there, and then they called in the wife. And then they asked her the same question, and then they compared the answers.
But I remember they used to say, like, when you going in for an immigration interview, if you have a child, like if you guys have a child together, well, I mean, no one's gonna fake a marriage and have kids.
A child.
Yeah. Do they still press hard on that, or they kind of give it that press?
Yes, because this is how they're doing it. Are you just doing it to help the parent of your child? Meaning, you know, you're a citizen and you want to help your baby mama from wherever, you're just doing a favor. So they want to make sure that that's not one of those situations where you're just trying to help out your you're helping out your ex-girlfriend. So they do still scrutinize. Having a child is good. It's still good, but now they just have some follow-up questions about that.
Junie Jones wants to find out how much to file your citizenship presently.
So the filing fee is $725, and then we will have some legal fees. Our legal fees start from $3,750 and up, depending on what's going on. Is there any criminal history? Have you paid your taxes? Do you have multiple marriages? We kind of screen you to decide where we go with the fees from there.
Is that immigration fees, or that's?
Immigration fees are only $725.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. So you
$725.
What about someone who is out of the country right now and they want to get a visa, they want to come and shop, they want to go Times Square, they want to go Atlanta, they want to go Miami, they want to get their traveler's visa to come to the United States. Is the process still the same?
Yeah, it's still the same. It's just a little bit more scrutinized. It's still the same. Go for it and apply. They're just going to make sure you're coming for the right reasons. It's still the same. The process has not changed. They're just getting a little bit more strict, and they want to make sure you're coming here for the right reasons.
Absolutely, absolutely. And guys, we're not telling you that you should not get the visa if you want to travel.
Go for it.
States, now go for it. You know what I mean? Go for it. But one thing I must say, though, and I had a conversation with someone in Grenada's yesterday, and I was saying, as a Caribbean person, Grenada, Jamaica, Trinidad, this place is so beautiful, right? Don't think or don't believe that you cannot succeed in life if you don't travel out. Because you could make your life, your living, your family in Grenada, in Trinidad,
in Jamaica.
You could live a good life. And I often say one day, some people who live in Jamaica and in Grenada
live better than me and you.
Exactly. Exactly.
They're doing better than you and me.
Yes, you're doing better.
For real.
I went to Brooklyn one time and I drove from Queens to Brooklyn. And by the time I got to Brooklyn, I got about 4 tickets. You know, the camera tickets? If you're going too fast, if you're going too slow, if you pass, if you overtake and you go into the bus lane, if you drive a little bit 2 miles per hour faster on a school lane, you get a ticket. And it's coming in your mail and you have to pay it. If you don't pay it within a month, it goes up about a whole $150. It is crazy, absolutely nuts. So it is not a life sentence to stay in your country. You could do far better. I see people in Grenada doing far better. And also people in the United States, and you thinking about why, oh Lord, afraid to get deported or whatever. Listen, home is not a life sentence. Home is great. Home is beautiful. Home is sweet.
There's so many options, Jay. Latin, South America, the Caribbean. There's lots of options. It's not just the US.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lots of options.
Canada.
Even Canada. Come on, you know.
Yeah, Canada is lovely.
And Canada treat immigrants good from what I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. Things, and even the Caribbean region, guys, travel, diversify, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful place, a beautiful life. So don't feel it's a life sentence. Don't sit there and feel like you're going home and it's so bad. Home is sweet. Funny, what did we not cover? Let me see. We spoke about the naturalization, marriage base, deportation versus people leaving, crackdown. What we've been seeing in terms of enforcement, U.S. immigration and custom enforcement. Did we leave out anything?
Just that, ICE is going after everybody. And if you file an application and it's denied, you're going to be placed in deportation. It's automatic. So if you file any application outside of naturalization, that's a different story. If you get married and you file an application and it's denied, you're going into deportation. If you any VAWA and it's denied, you're going into deportation. They're sending you to the court, ready to send you out of here. If you get pulled over by the police, they're now arresting you. The moment they determine that you don't have a green card or a citizen, then they're cooperating with ICE to let ICE know where you are. So that's just something I want to point out. That's what I have for my notes.
Yeah. I'm protecting. Is there any advice you could give to some of our viewers in protecting themselves?
If you don't have a driver's license, don't drive.
What about domestic travel?
Here's the thing. They're doing what they call the real ID now, right? So even with domestic travel, if your ID doesn't meet the standard, they can pull you aside in the airport. So be careful of domestic travel, especially you don't have the proper ID. They call it the real ID. Before you travel, just look up real, REAL ID before you go anywhere if you're undocumented. I would say have people come visit you. You don't need to go visit nobody right now.
Right. Okay. Well, boy, it's crazy. Funday, I gotta thank you so much for joining us. Give us some enlightenment on what's happening.
Remember, I'm seeing you next month.
Yes, absolutely. Greens, you're gonna be in Grenada.
I'm gonna be. I can't wait to see. I'm so I'm picturing what it's gonna look like.
Oh, yeah.
You know how you never been somewhere, it's in your head. I'm like, oh my God. So I'll be in Grenada in April, guys.
We got the ATV. We got the ATV. So make sure.
I saw that. Listen, I am ready. My backpack. Pack. One thing I noticed though, Grenada is expensive.
In terms of to fly to Grenada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Grenada. Grenada is what they deem as a prime destination. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So what is Jamaica? Jamaica chopped liver. So wait, what is Jamaica? Jamaica is chopped liver.
Jamaica is prime. Jamaica is prime. Jamaica is prime.
I was like, why is it so expensive to fly to Grenada? Like, what is happening?
When you get to Grenada, when you touch down in Grenada, and you walk out of the airport, and the aroma that you feel, that you smell, then you're gonna realize why
it's worth it. Okay, I'm excited because my favorite place is a place I've never been.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about coming to Grenada and just chilling. I'll be there for 8 days, so I'm gonna be a little tourist. Put my foot up a little bit and just enjoy the place.
Exactly. Grand Dance Beach. Let me tell you, we got you everywhere.
I'm ready.
Thank you, Dion. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Right Along family. Thank you, everyone. 813-807-7015. 813-807-7015. 803. Say it slowly again. 813-807-7015. That's the number that you call. Number to call, schedule a chat. Let's figure it out together. Absolutely. There we go. All right. Thank you, Jay. All right. Right along. Night. We'll catch up. No problem. Guys, this was Deanna Winter Fun Day, of course, always giving us the scoop on what's happening in immigration, guys. And we are committed, guys. We are committed in bringing you that information as often as possible, right? As often as possible. It's important. It's important. And let me tell you, see the hour Deanna Winter donated to us, she could have been doing something else. But she what she said? I'll come and ride along. She don't do this with any other network. She does it here and Ride Along Live. Thank you. Guys, don't forget, if you're traveling and you need a taxi, like right now, intercall is happening. Your kids are getting home. You don't want them to get home late. Get a taxi. Send them a ride go. And this is now pure taxi. I'm talking about Ride Go Taxi. We have taxi all over Grenada, Carriacou, and a few taxis in Petit Martinique too, Yeah. And we're going to be in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Look out for us in St. Vincent and the Grenadines and up the islands. So download the Ride Go app, guys. It's very, very simple. If you ever use Uber, then it's the same thing. It's almost the same thing. You need a taxi, you download the app, you request, you see when the car is coming to you. You get to see a driver, you get to share your location. I mean, listen, Ride Go, wherever you're going. If you're coming to Grenada, as soon as you touch down on Maurice Bishop International Airport, you tap the app and you get a Ride Go. Yeah, Ride Go. Now, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go?
There's a new way to move in Grenada. Ride Go. Ride Go is here. Ride Go. Where do you want to go?
Exactly. Where do you want to go? Guys, also, we've been telling you about Touch Africa. Remember I've been telling you guys about Touch Africa? Well, listen, Touch Africa is now closed. We are getting ready. We're going to be in Ghana, April 16th to the 26th. Touch Africa, Ghana. It's closed. It's done. But don't worry. We are going to be going to Africa again in around November time. So if you didn't make it on this trip and you want to go to Africa, you want to go to the motherland, you're going to call the number right now and tell them you're interested to Touch Africa, the November edition, because this one, April 16th to the 26th, is now closed. Closed. Done. Finito. The number that you call if you want to Touch Africa in November, and you can start getting your little monies together, guys. Start getting your little monies together. The down payment is only about $350, right? And you lock, set. The number that you call and ask about Touch Africa Ghana for November is 347-942-4641. That's 347-942-4641. That's Touch Africa Ghana. And that's happening in November, all right? Write it down, 347-942-4641. Also, guys, I got to tell you about Spice Indulgence. Check this out.
On Saturday, May 16th, Brooklyn will come alive with live acoustic performances from some of Grenada's top local acts, setting the stage for an evening that celebrates culture, cuisine, and community. Set in an atmosphere of refined elegance, guests will enjoy a curated Caribbean culinary experience. The evening will also feature a special keynote address by the Honorable Dickon Mitchell, Prime Minister of Grenada. This premier fundraising affair promises an unforgettable experience where flavor, music, and purpose come together for a truly meaningful evening. Tickets are available now on GoToFate and Eventbrite. Secure yours early and be part of an extraordinary night. Spice Indulgence, an evening of heritage, connection, and impact.
Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com. Are you a progressive young leader, a proactive emerging executive, a rising professional? Then you need appropriate cover for your vehicle. Introducing the Pro Motor Plan from Beacon. Car insurance that includes free loss of use, windscreen cover up to $3,500, free special perils, free accident forgiveness. Get Beacon's Pro Motor Plan today. Don't procrastinate. Call Beacon today at 440-4447 or visit beacongrenada.com.
Guys, don't forget, if you're looking to rent a ride e-bike, brand new e-bike, guys, or if you want to do an e-bike tour, check it out, ride.gd. This is a hub. This is the hub for everything excursion. Ride e-bike. And speaking about ride e-bike, have you tried this? Yeah, the Ride ATV is here and real fun too. Yeah, man, Ride ATV. Let me tell you, Ride ATV, guys. Book your next Ride ATV tour at ride.gd, or you could call 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. Ride ATV Tours. Again, guys, just a reminder that Touch Africa Ghana edition is officially closed. I mean, for April, it's closed. So there will be a next Touch Africa in November. So if you miss this one, you want to get on for the next one. And let me tell you, there are so many beautiful things that we're going to be doing in Africa from April 16th to the 26th. It's amazing. For more information on Touch Africa for November, you call 347-942-4641. That's 347-942-4641. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of our program, Ride Along Live. It's your program. We love you. We love you. Good night.